My beloved soul, I welcome you today into this moment, into this sacred hour where the Spirit of God moves so deeply that your very heart can feel the trembling of His presence. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this word by coincidence. And you are not sitting in this moment because of chance. You are here because heaven has aligned your steps, because the hand of God has guided you, and because there is a word prepared just for you. This word is not generic. This word is not borrowed. This word is not empty. It is a living, breathing declaration from the throne of God that your kingdom spoils, the inheritance that has been held, the treasures that seemed stolen, the blessings that felt delayed, are being released back into your hands. For too long you may have carried the weight of wondering why your life felt robbed, why you worked yet could not see the fruits of your labor, why you planted yet another reaped where you sowed. For too long you may have felt the bitterness of watching opportunities slip through your grasp, of watching relationships collapse when they should have stood, of watching doors close when you were certain they were meant for you. You have felt the pain of delay, the frustration of setback, the sorrow of confusion. But my beloved, today the Lord whispers to your soul that what was taken is returning. What was broken is being mended, what was lost is being restored, and what was withheld is being poured out upon you. There is a reason your spirit has been restless. There is a reason your heart has been stirring in the quiet hours of the night. There is a reason your eyes have searched for signs, and your ears have longed to hear even the faintest echo of heaven's assurance. And God says, this restlessness is not empty. This stirring is not meaningless. It is the divine signal that heaven's storehouses are opening for you. It is the whisper that the long wait is coming to an end, and that your season of restoration is upon you. When the enemy thought he had stolen too much, God smiled. When darkness thought it had silenced your voice, heaven laughed. When discouragement tried to bury your purpose, the Spirit of God guarded it. Your destiny has not been erased. Your future has not been lost. Your portion has not been consumed. It has only been preserved for an appointed time. And now, like the dawn breaking through the night, that appointed time is here. Child of God, do you feel it? Do you sense that shift in the air? Do you perceive that strange quiet that feels like the pause before a mighty wind rushes in? That is heaven preparing to release what you thought was gone. That is God preparing to hand you back what was stolen. That is the whisper of destiny, saying the wait is over. And in this moment, I want you to breathe. I want you to open your heart. I want you to let go of the bitterness of the years past, the sorrow of the missed seasons, the grief of the lost opportunities, because the Lord is saying, I am not bringing your kingdom's spoils into the hands of a bitter heart. I am not pouring blessings into a vessel still clinging to pain. I am asking you to release so you can receive, to surrender so you can inherit, to forgive so you can be filled. Every tear you cried was a seed. Every prayer you whispered was a key. Every night you spent awake, wondering if God still remembered you, was a chapter written in your story of restoration. And today, heaven announces, the story is turning. The chapter is shifting. The hand of the author is writing a new word over your life, and that word is restoration. That word is inheritance. That word is spoils. That word is return. Some of you listening right now have felt the strange feeling that something has been preparing for you, even when your life looked empty. You felt as though the Spirit of God was nudging you, saying, wait a little longer, hold on a little tighter, Do not let go, even when everything in you wanted to quit. That was not your imagination. That was not just your emotion. That was the voice of heaven. Because what God is about to release into your life is so great, so mighty, so beautiful, that the enemy fought tooth and nail to keep you from reaching this moment. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still believing, even if your faith is hanging by a thread. And God says, because you have not surrendered to despair, because you have not bowed to darkness, because you are here still seeking, still listening, still hoping. The gates of heaven are about to open and flood your life with the very things you thought were gone forever. Lift your eyes, lift your spirit. Do not measure your future by your past. Do not calculate your inheritance by your losses. Do not think for a moment that your destiny has been determined by the pain you endured. Because the truth is, every pain was preparation, every loss was training, every setback was positioning you for the return of your kingdom spoils. You are about to see the beauty of God's justice. You are about to witness the fulfillment of His promise. You are about to hold in your hands what you once only dreamed in your heart. And when it comes, it will not come as a trickle. It will come as a flood. It will not come as a whisper. It will come as a roar. It will not come as crumbs. It will come as a feast. Because when God restores, He does not restore halfway. When God returns what belongs to His children, He returns it with increase, with multiplication, with glory. This is your moment. This is your hour. This is the stirring you have been waiting for. Heaven declares, your kingdom spoils are on the way back to you. My beloved soul, as you sit here today, let the words settle deep into the corners of your heart, where doubt has lingered, where fear has whispered, and where disappointment has taken root. For the Lord is speaking to that place, the place no one else can see, the secret chambers of your heart where your deepest longings dwell. He is saying, I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked you. I have not forsaken the work of my hands. Every step you took in faith, every tear shed in silence, every prayer offered in hope has been heard, treasured, and stored for this very moment. You may not have understood why the journey felt so long. You may have wondered if the weight of waiting would ever lift. You may have felt invisible, as though the world moved on while your blessings remained suspended. But God says the delay was intentional, not punishment. The waiting was sacred, not wasted. Every season of patience has been crafting you, molding you, preparing you to receive with wisdom, with gratitude, with the understanding that what is coming is beyond what you could imagine. Do you see, beloved, the wonder of divine timing? It does not rush. It does not stumble. It does not fail. It orchestrates. It positions. It aligns. The things that are returning to you are not random. They are the fruits of promises spoken long ago, promises that your spirit remembered even when your mind could not. They are the rewards of faithfulness, the harvest of endurance, the restoration of what was taken unjustly, and they are coming now, like a river that cannot be stopped, like sunlight breaking through storm clouds, like a joy that cannot be contained. There are those moments, my beloved, when you will see the signs. They may appear in ways subtle yet undeniable, a door opening unexpectedly, an encounter that shifts the course of your day, a word spoken by someone that feels like it was meant just for you, a blessing in disguise that you had almost overlooked. God is sending confirmations, little whispers, gentle nudges, so that you recognize that your kingdom's spoils are approaching, that the heavens are orchestrating your restoration. You may have prayed and not seen immediate answers. You may have sought and not found what you were looking for. But in that, the Lord has been quietly, powerfully, strategically setting every piece in place. He has been removing obstacles, turning enemies into instruments of progress, transforming setbacks into stepping stones. He has been aligning people, places, and opportunities to converge perfectly at the appointed moment. And the moment is now. The Spirit of God is moving in your life in ways that are beyond comprehension. You will feel a shift. You will feel a stirring. You will feel a deep sense of anticipation that is different from ordinary excitement. This is not mere hope. This is divine preparation. This is the whisper of heaven saying, your inheritance is returning. Your reward is arriving. Your spoils, long delayed, long denied, long mourned over, are on their way back into your hands. Beloved, I want you to understand something vital. What is returning is not just what was taken materially. It is not merely the lost possessions, the missed opportunities, the relationships that faltered. What is returning includes the wisdom gained in the seasons of waiting, the strength cultivated through trials, the humility born of surrender, the resilience forged in adversity. Your spoils are greater than the tangible. They include insight, discernment, courage, and the peace that comes only from walking closely with God. Every tear that fell for what was lost has been transformed into a seed of glory. Every disappointment that seemed unbearable has been converted into a pathway to honor. Every sleepless night has been woven into a tapestry of preparation. And God is saying, these are not just stories of survival. They are testimonies of triumph. They are chapters of restoration. They are evidence that what I promised, I will deliver, and it will come in fullness, in splendor, and in abundance. Open your heart now to receive what God has been preparing. Do not resist. Do not doubt. Do not minimize the magnitude of what is coming. This is your divine moment. This is your appointed season. This is the day that heaven has set aside to bless you beyond measure. You may not know how it will arrive. You may not know the form it will take, but be certain, beloved, it will come. And when it does, it will overwhelm you with joy. It will silence every voice of discouragement. It will validate every step of faith you took, and it will remind you that the God you serve is faithful beyond measure. Beloved soul, keep watching, keep believing, keep trusting. Your kingdom spoils are returning, and nothing can stop what God has ordained. The enemy may have whispered lies of hopelessness. The world may have offered excuses for despair, but the Spirit of God is declaring victory. What was lost is found. What was stolen is restored. What was delayed is arriving. And your life will never be the same again. As we continue in this sacred moment, I want you to feel the weight of what God is declaring over your life. These are not empty words. They are not promises made in vain. They are the living, breathing reality of a God who never forgets, who never overlooks, and who never abandons the work of his hands. Your kingdom spoils are not just coming, they are arriving in divine perfection, at the precise time, in the exact measure that heaven has ordained. You may have walked through valleys of uncertainty. You may have faced storms that seemed unending. You may have wondered if anyone noticed your struggle, if anyone remembered your faithfulness, if anyone understood your longing. But the Lord says, I have seen you. I have known your pain. I have counted your tears. I have witnessed your endurance. And now, your reward is approaching with the fullness of glory. Beloved, what is returning to you is not simply a replacement for what was lost. It is more than recompense. It is the multiplication of all that you invested, the amplification of all that you sacrificed, the expansion of all that you hoped for. Heaven is not merely giving back what was taken. Heaven is pouring abundance, overflow, and honor into your life. What was delayed is arriving in greater magnitude than you could imagine, and what was denied is now being granted with power and purpose. There will be moments, my beloved, when you will see the evidence of this restoration manifest in ways that feel almost impossible. Doors that were once closed will open effortlessly. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will appear at your feet. Relationships that were broken will be restored with clarity, peace, and blessing. Resources that seemed scarce will flow abundantly. Your spirit will recognize these moments because they will carry the unmistakable fingerprint of God. You will know that nothing could have created this except His divine hand. And as these spoils return to you, you will realize something extraordinary. You will realize that God was not only restoring what was lost, but He was also preparing you to receive with wisdom, with grace, with humility, and with joy. Your heart will be refined, your character strengthened, your faith deepened. The treasures returning to you are not just for your benefit. They are instruments for your purpose, tools for your destiny, and resources for the fulfillment of your calling. Every prayer that seemed unanswered was a step toward this moment. Every challenge that felt unbearable was shaping your capacity to handle what is coming. Every disappointment that shook your spirit was actually lifting you higher, refining your perception, and teaching you the true value of divine timing. And now, beloved, the culmination of all these seasons is here. Your kingdom spoils are arriving, and with them comes recognition, provision, and honor beyond measure. Do you understand the depth of this, my beloved soul? This is not just about material blessing. This is not just about earthly gain. This is about the fullness of God's favor in your life. It is about the manifestation of His promises in ways that touch every part of your being, spirit, soul, and body. It is about walking in alignment with heaven's plan, stepping into destiny, and living in the overflow of what God has always intended for you. There will be signs along the way, subtle yet unmistakable, moments that feel like coincidences, meetings that feel divinely orchestrated, confirmations that make your heart leap. These are not mere happenstance. They are the language of God communicating that your restoration is real, that your spoils are on their way, and that your season of increase has arrived. Heaven is preparing you, aligning circumstances, and orchestrating the return of all that has been reserved for you. Beloved, as these blessings flow, do not cling to the past. Do not dwell on what was lost. Do not allow regret to steal the joy of what is coming. Instead, open your heart fully. Receive with gratitude. Walk with humility. Step boldly into the season that God has prepared. Know that what is coming is not just a reward. It is a declaration of God's faithfulness, a testament to His love, and a confirmation that the battles you fought were never in vain. Every delay, Every trial, every night of uncertainty was a chapter in this story of restoration. And now, the story is shifting. The narrative is changing. The harvest is ripening. The spoils that were once distant are now within reach. And as they return, your life will be transformed, your destiny will be affirmed, and your heart will overflow with gratitude and awe. Beloved soul, keep your eyes on the heavens. Keep your heart anchored in faith. Keep your spirit aligned with the promises of God. Your kingdom spoils are returning. What was lost is being restored. What was broken is being healed. What was delayed is now arriving. And the joy, the peace, the abundance, and the glory that accompany these blessings are yours to embrace fully, without hesitation, without fear, without limitation. My beloved soul, as we enter this final moment together, I want you to take a deep breath and allow the Spirit of God to saturate your heart. For the Lord has spoken. He has declared that your kingdom spoils, long delayed, long withheld, long mourned over, are now returning. The time of waiting is over. The season of restoration is here. The promise that seemed distant is now arriving, and your life is about to be transformed in ways beyond imagination. You have walked through storms. You have endured nights of uncertainty. You have wrestled with doubt, battled discouragement, and faced moments when giving up seemed easier than holding on. Yet, in every step, in every struggle, in every tear, the hand of God was guiding you, positioning you, preparing you for this very hour. The spoils that are returning are not merely a reward for what you endured. They are a testament to your faith, a celebration of your perseverance, and a confirmation of the destiny God has always intended for you. Do you feel the anticipation rising in your spirit? Can you sense the weight of heaven shifting to release what has been held? Every obstacle that tried to block your path is falling. Every enemy that sought to diminish you is being overturned. Every disappointment that once seemed permanent is dissolving in the presence of God's favor. And now, beloved, you are standing on the threshold of abundance, on the edge of glory, ready to receive everything that belongs to you. What is coming is greater than you imagined. What is returning is more than you thought possible. The kingdom spoils are not only material, they are spiritual, emotional, and relational. They include opportunities that elevate your purpose, relationships that strengthen your heart, wisdom that guides your steps, and favor that accelerates your journey. Every aspect of your life touched by lack, limitation, or delay is being restored in fullness. Take a moment, beloved soul, to lift your eyes and acknowledge the God who never forgets, who never delays without purpose, and who never allows his children to remain in loss. Recognize that every trial, every moment of waiting, every challenge you faced was orchestrated for your ultimate restoration. What was delayed was not denied. What was withheld was not forgotten. What seemed lost was only being held until the perfect time, and that time is now. You are about to witness miracles, manifestations, and manifestations of divine favor that will leave you in awe. The blessings returning to you will not come in a whisper. They will roar. They will not arrive in scarcity. They will overflow. They will not merely replace what was lost. They will multiply it. And as you receive these spoils, you will see the hand of God clearly. unmistakably, undeniably, in every detail of your life. Do not allow fear, doubt, or hesitation to hinder what is already yours. Do not cling to the past when the future is being revealed. Do not underestimate the power of what God is bringing to your life. Instead, step boldly into the fullness of your inheritance, embrace it with gratitude, and walk with confidence in the knowledge that you are favored, chosen, and deeply loved by the Creator of heaven and earth. Beloved soul, this is your season of triumph. This is your season of restoration. This is your season of joy. The spoils that were taken, the blessings that were delayed, the opportunities that seemed lost are all returning to you, and with them comes a peace that surpasses understanding, a joy that overflows, and a gratitude that transforms every aspect of your life. The Lord has prepared this moment for you. He has orchestrated every detail. He has aligned every circumstance. He has guided every step of your journey. And now, the fullness of what belongs to you is being poured into your life. Receive it. Celebrate it. Praise Him for it. Walk in it with courage, with faith, and with expectation. Know this, beloved soul. What is returning is not just a blessing, it is a declaration. It is a testimony that God keeps His promises. It is a reminder that faithfulness is rewarded. It is evidence that the plans He has for you are good, prosperous, and filled with hope. And as you embrace the return of your kingdom spoils, your life will never be the same again. Take a moment to thank Him. Thank Him for patience. Thank Him for preparation. Thank Him for protection. Thank Him for promises fulfilled. Thank Him for the spoils that are returning. And as you continue your journey, carry this truth in your heart. You are a child of God. You are chosen. You are blessed. And nothing can stop the destiny He has prepared for you. Beloved soul, lift your eyes, lift your hands, lift your spirit, and receive the fullness of what is yours. Your kingdom spoils are returning. Your blessings are arriving. Your life is shifting. Your destiny is unfolding. And the joy, the peace, the abundance, and the glory that come with it are yours to embrace fully, completely, and eternally. Rejoice, my beloved, rejoice, for the Lord has not forgotten you. Rejoice, for your faith has not been in vain. Rejoice, for the spoils of your kingdom, the treasures of your inheritance, the fulfillment of your prayers are coming back to you. And in this moment, heaven is smiling, and your heart will never be the same again.